What's up, Steve?
Whoop! You in the back, talking over me like a rude asshole. Hey, how are you? I'm just fucking with you guys. I'd like to thank Mal, first off. Thank you, Mal, for doing this. Yeah, this is awesome, open mic. Yeah, I'm just getting started here. So it's gonna work out, hopefully, for the benefit right now. But, oh, shit. Pulling some cords. Let me not step on that then. It's really awkward. You know, I just realized the other day, it's weird when you're like the last single friend that you know. Does anyone else have that? I'm only 24, don't get me wrong, but at the same time, you know, either all my friends are married or they have kids with a woman and are pretty damn sure domesticated enough to be considered married. And it really does, it takes a while to get used to. It really does, because you don't want to call them, you know, you get out of the habit. You know, you call them up and go, hey man, what are you doing tonight? Then he gets all quiet, like, oh, I can't really talk loud, you know, the kid's sleeping. And then you start whispering too, which is really even awkward, because you're going to wake the fucking kid up anyway. You know, it's like, oh, I don't really have much, you know, I know Sarah's parents are coming in for dinner, and then, you know, we rented The Little Mermaid for my little girl, and, you know, it's just going to be a nice, quiet evening with the family, and just curl up and just have a nice family night. And, you know, then he asks you, what are you doing tonight? Now, here's where it really gets fucking awkward for you. Because no matter what you say, it's just going to sound like shit, you know? You're just like, well, I'm probably going to slam some Jaeger and probably try to fuck a bar skank. I really don't fucking know. And whatever happens is going to happen. I'm reading from a script because I don't remember shit anymore.
You're smoking pot!
I tried. Didn't work so good. I tried to quit drinking too.
Fuck it!
Fuck it. I'm drinking Bud. It's good beer in case you know.
That's shit beer.
Yep. That'll come later. Don't worry about it.
Too much silence.
But, you know, I am right now, I am happily single guy. You know, I did retire from dating.
What are you doing?
And then I met my ex, and I kind of got pulled back into it. You know, I will pull rep bar more than likely in this situation and just kind of go in and out. You know, it is what it is. And mostly because, sadly enough, I just stopped giving a shit about dating. And it's kind of sad at the same time, but you get to the point where you almost feel sorry for the girls that have sex with you. You know, it's like, on a scale of fuckability, I'm maybe a 5 at best. You know, I do have man tits, maybe a 6 if they're really drunk. But here's the biggest thing, you know, I'll tell you a story right now. Like I said, 5 at best, and this girl, she's easily a 9, which doesn't happen very often for guys like me. But it's one of those weird ones where she gets drunk enough, and before you think that I'm an asshole that took advantage of this girl, I did ask her 3 times just to make sure she was cool with it. And then you get that really awkward look in the morning, you know, when you wake up and she just looks at you and says, we had sex, didn't we? That's when you realize you should probably fucking hang it up. Don't fucking... That's the sorriest look I've ever seen on any one person's face. Waking up. It's ridiculous. And that's when I just decided I don't want to put any person through that type of shit. I know I haven't been in very many relationships at all. But from what I have been in, I've actually realized a few good secrets. I mean, do you guys want to hear them?
Yeah.
I might help you out. For the women, quit bitching And quit coming up with excuses not to put out. You know, you want to say, I'm on my period, I've got a headache, we're at my grandma's funeral. Just stop it, just cut the bullshit. And for guys, this is an easy one. Quit lying about the small shit. It's as simple as that. You dumbass. It makes you look more credible when you lie about the big shit. But, you know, a good rule of thumb that I also realized too is if everyone says she's a whore, go ahead and listen to that advice. They don't just say, I'm not saying if there's a couple jealous bitches that are like, oh, she's a whore. I'm talking if you could walk into a bar, count on your fingers and your toes how many dicks have you been in your mouth. I'm going to treat you like the game of horseshoes you are. You might be a couple hours of drunken fun, but I'm not going to look like a dumbass trying to throw a fucking ring at you. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, that was offensive, but fuck it. I don't give a shit anymore. Did you not hear that part of the joke? I mean, the big thing too is like, this is where I'm just going to make shit up. You know, I know not many girls just come up to me and say, oh, you're fucking attractive as shit. You know, I mean, my grandma thinks I'm handsome. But I can only get to third base before it really starts getting fucking weird. Yep, that was a grandma fucking joke. Dude.
You still got something to eat?
That kind of segs into my next bit. I didn't want to do this, but it kind of went in. I ran out of time. But did you guys hear the story about the guy who tried to rape his grandma?
No.
Did anyone hear that?
No.
All right. If you've never heard the story, I read this online the other day, and first I was like, that's kind of fucked up. But then my head kind of made it funny. But the setup to pre-grandma raping is even more fucked up than the actual grandma raping, because I guess he just comes in and says, Grandma, I ain't got no girlfriend, I gotta get me some, which is obviously a conversation you'd have with your grandma any other day. But then he tries to rape her, and she's a 64-year-old lady, and then I guess the dad threw him off of her or whatever, but, you know, I've honestly seen a lot of MILF porn, and then you kind of gotta wonder, like, how hot did she look? You know? And then maybe he got confused and maybe was throwing the wrong signs.
Oh,
you know, that
man.
happens all the time. He's like, you want some of Grandma's cookies? You want to lick the bowl? It's like, shit, you could have taken that the wrong way. And then proceeded to try it. I know, I had to do it though. But I will close strong. And I think the easiest job in the world would be a porn writer. And in my honest opinion, you don't have to have a fucking plot. You don't have to do anything. All you gotta do is pick out where the cum shot's gonna land. Now, isn't that the honest truth? You know, is it gonna land on her tits? Maybe an ass shot? You know, what's gonna happen? And when that decision becomes your biggest problem, that entails the easiest job in the world.
Facial.
Because you may get it to where she's getting from behind, and then at the same time, and that is my set.
Yes!
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Good job,
I
Steve.
expect that one.